Launch page. I should be live. You think I would be live. And I think I am live. Alright. Alright, just bear with me for a moment. Okay, I'm pretty much live. So, a few things, quite a few things. It has been a very rough weekend. It's been a rough year, if I really think about it. I'm sorry, I just got to answer something real quick. Alright, there we go. Okay, let me just take a sip of water. Dutch, Trevor, Mark, Game, what's up? So, the reason I really didn't say anything on July 19th at 9:34 in the morning, we had Emery Grace come into the world. Not without complications, of course. My wife, who is a trooper, and my son is probably the most amazing person that I've had the honor of raising. The way he stepped up. This was a 29-hour fiasco. And over the last month, we've been in and out of the hospitals and stuff like this. But it opened my eyes to a lot of things with the channel, life, and everything else. And I just realized a lot of things that I should have realized a long time ago. That I'm too old and I shouldn't be doing this. That's number one. But during this 29-hour fiasco, Amanda has CF. We've talked about it. We've preached about it, and we are doing everything we can to raise money for it. If Cafe Press ever gives us our money, so we can donate it. But the amazing thing about it is the turmoil that they all went through. My son has a very, very good mother-in-law who was there supporting him, just glossing over him for how much effort. That boy did not sleep 1 minute of the 29 hours of this fiasco. She's a little 5-foot thing with CF and pulled off a miracle by bringing Emery Grace to us. I'll show you pictures in a moment. I actually figured something else out on here. So the old fart, figured some new technology. And first they had her pushing for a lot of hours, and then little Emery got stuck, and they had to go into a C-section. Well, Emery swallowed some of the amniotic fluid. Sorry, I have a hard time saying things. And struggled. For the last 4 days, she's been really having a tough time and getting oxygen and other things and so forth and so on. So I prematurely had put out... I usually am very superstitious and I don't believe in anything until they get home. But, when I got the okay from the Queen and sent pictures, I was excited and I put them up on the site like a moron. Twitter and Instagram. And then we ran into all these issues. Amanda's platelets dropped, her oxygen level dropped, which is dangerous for her, and she ran an incredibly high fever. So my wife, I guess it's a mother-in-law. I don't know what the hell you call the other mom. Whatever. We're there to support, and I went up and I finally, after Emory came, they ran a bunch of tests trying to get Amanda squared away, and my son just through this all, doing whatever was needed, going beyond and above the duty, but most of all being, I know this sounds like a stupid phrase, but just being a man, not complaining, not anything, just being strong. And we kid him a lot, we give him a hard time on his channel and stuff like that, and call him a beta. Oh, you're beta, you're not an alpha like your dad. Something? This kid showed me that this kid is more of an alpha than I'll ever be. And thank you, Dave, Pete, Danny, Ice, Larissa, how are you? Helen, Captain Carl, Jeff, your video goes up on the 30th, by the way. I was going to send you an email. That's another thing. We're going to cover a bunch of stuff, and I got about an hour. I don't think I'll be able to fit it all in. Barbara, how are you? But this kid just rise, and we had a chance to talk today, and this is me pulling back the curtain when I really shouldn't, but I will. And he said to me, I tried to do things the way you would have, Dad. And for me, that was a moment. Today we got her to come home, and Amanda's home. And of course, my wife's got to go absolutely insane. Katara, he's from Greece. How are you, my friend? And thank you. Thank you so much, all of you. I'm going to show you some pictures, as a matter of fact. There are very few moments in my life that I can truly say, and I mean this, I started this channel, and there was a reason I started this channel. My life hasn't been the easiest of things. And I'm going to pull back the curtain even farther. I grew up, my father was in the police force, and the biggest problem with that, and growing up in the town I grew up in, is every time he arrested somebody, that was usually somebody's dad, and they knew that, well, you're Oren, so that means that's the same one that goes to my middle school. Well, I'll show him. Nobody arrests my dad. And he would come and get put down, and then, well, nobody beats up my friend and arrests my friend's dad, and the next day it'd be another thing. And all I ever wanted to be when I was growing up was like Mr. Rogers. That's all I ever wanted to be, because there was just that peace and the way you can express yourself and care for people who were different. Okay, it didn't matter who you were, where you were from, or anything. You were just somebody special. And I really believed that. And I know I'm getting a little off track, but this all fits in. So just because I've thought about this for the last couple of days. And I started this channel with the hope that I can bring people together and do amazing things to help people and stuff like that. And I think to some degree I've done some goodness. But I've dropped the ball a lot of times, and I could have done better. And, I always keep that guy in my head, to the point where this is basically, all this is just Daniel the Tiger. That's all he is. That's all he is. Just with a little bit more of an attitude. I wanted to be that man. I wanted to portray it here. I wanted to be it all my life. But how do you play sports and do all these things that you're gifted to do, and have coaches that are ramming down your throat, and do it the way Mr. Rogers would have done. Well, it just doesn't work. The world doesn't work that way. And when my son came into the world, I wanted him to be anything he wanted to be. I never forced him to be athletic. I never forced him to do anything, but he was the most brilliant child I ever met. Smarter than I'll ever be. Now, I'm not a very smart man. And I found that and I told him this today, the hardest thing that you can ever do is be a parent. Because it's the one job that you are going to second guess yourself, and there's never a right answer. You're always going to question yourself. There's no book you can read. There's no movie you can see. There's no videotape. There's nothing you could pull up on YouTube that gives you a diagram on how to be the proper dad, because each situation is different. It's easy to be a dad. Okay, it's real easy. It takes like 12 seconds. Okay, and I'm not trying to be rude here, but that's the truth of it. But it takes the patience of Job to be a father, because anybody can be a dad. And I told him this is going to be the hardest job that he will ever have, and he's always going to second guess, and through his whole life, he is going to wonder, if I just did this different, if I just did that different, if I just maybe spent a little more time. And I often think that with all my children. I wish that I didn't work as much as I did. I wish I spent more time with my grandchildren. You always second guess yourself. But we can't change the past. The past is the past. And that's the hardest thing for people to realize, is that the past is the past. That you can't change it. You could sit there and you can judge yourself, and you could say, well, my mommy and daddy didn't love me enough. But does that define who you are? Is your past going to define who you are, or are you going to take the present, that very moment that you have in front of you right now, and say, I can be what I want to be now. I can't change that. But I can make whatever the present is what I want it to be and how I want it to be. I can't change the past 4 years on this channel. I can't change the last 29 years of raising that wonderful son. Okay? Because there are plenty of things that I could have done a lot better. Things I said that I regret. It takes 2 seconds to say, like my wife always says, but it never goes away. It takes 2 seconds to say, and you could say sorry all you want, but there's sometimes you say things and you can't take it back, because it sticks with them, and it sticks with you. There are a lot of things I wish I didn't say, and there are a lot of things I wish that instead of putting in those extra 5 hours for whatever amount of money it was, I wish I was home and I did more things with them. Now, I've tried to be as good a father as I can. But I think now you come to a point in your life where the hair is gray and missing. And, it's a funny thing. I've always wore a baseball cap my whole life. And I don't try to hide the fact that I don't have it, because I don't give two shits. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a couple words here, and I apologize for that, for those of you that may be offended, but that's the way I feel. I don't care. Okay? Because I know who I am, and I'm confident in who I am, and I believe in who I am. I told my son today a couple things. I go, if you wait in life for a pat in the back or validation from someone to say, hey, you did a good job because you did this, you're not getting it. You got to be confident in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You have to take the moments and believe who you are. If you believe who you are, okay, and have the confidence, you'll be fine. You don't need that pat in the back, because you're going to go out and do that job. You're going to work the hardest you can for your family. You're going to do the best you can for your daughter, for your wife, for anybody. Don't wait for validation, because it ain't coming. Every once in a while, maybe you'll get it, but don't expect it every single time. Oh, look what I did. No. Be confident and believe, because a person that's waiting for that is a person that doesn't believe in themselves. It's plain and simple. Stand tall, know who you are, and do the job. Do the job, do your job, and be the best that you can be. If you can face each day, because as I always say, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Do the best you can that one day. Give everything you have that one day. And you'll find that maybe you'll almost meet the sights that you set for yourself, because you can never reach it. You can never accomplish anything. It's a funny thing, and I think I've told this quite a few times, is that, when we were first married, we struggled. Like all of you, we all struggle. And I always tried to help people so they don't struggle, because I never want them to feel that. And there were plenty of times that I couldn't even afford $5 worth of comic books. And back then, that was maybe 3 comic books, 4 comic books. Right? Nowadays, it'd be 1 comic book. But, that was the only thing I used to like to do, was read comic books and try to paint miniatures every once in a while, or try, if I got a game, it was like the greatest thing, and we didn't have much. We had a little home. We were doing everything that we could to get by, and at the end of the week, we had maybe $20. That's after we filled up our tanks of gas for the week, paid everything else, and prayed to God that nothing broke. Because you know how the law averages are, things break. And then you find yourself in a hole. Charge cards all charged up, everything like that. And we went to each other and we go, let's go out and let's take the baby out. It was my son. And we went down to this hot dog stand. And I think we had about $11 or $12. And it was our big night out. And we bought 2 hot dogs, a French fry. Her and I split a Coke, and he had a small drink. And we made sure he had a hot dog, and her and I split a hot dog. And that was our big night. And then we were done for the week. We had nothing else. And we would just go home and just make the best out of it. And it's dead of winter. Thank God the cable bill was paid. But I remember that, and remember how happy we were. And now, I have everything, and I don't appreciate it as much as those moments, like that one Christmas when I really wanted a set of Blood Bowl, and she ordered it all the way up in Canada because you couldn't find it anywhere, and it got sent to the house, and I opened it up for my birthday, and I thought it was the greatest thing, and I spent all the time putting it together and painting it and playing it and showing my son. And that game I still have to this day, because it meant something. Because it's so easy to just, when you finally have things and are able to get anything you want, you don't appreciate it as much as when you don't have those things. And I try to teach my son that here you are, I know it's tight and things are tough, but appreciate these moments. Appreciate this moment that she's here. She's a gift. She's a miracle to be on top of it. And she's one of those things that are just very rare. And for me, I see it. You see it now as a grandfather. And every moment I look at her. The best moment today was I finally got to hold her. And well, there she is in all her little glory. And just, I know everybody's seen a million babies. But, every time I see somebody's baby, I know how much it means to them and how much that child just lights up everybody's world, and how much it means to that family. You should take every thumb down as oh, okay, I was reading something else. But that right there, that little face is, I remember my grandfather, and that's today. And you could just see, and that moment when I finally got to hold her, and let me tell you something, I got to hold all my grandchildren, and I wish to God that I could have been there to see, my first two grandchildren be born, and they all mean so much to me, and that little angel right there, I was holding her and I was telling her, I said, well, I'm going to do the same thing I did with my other grandchildren. That means you're going to be swamped with Godzilla stuff, and maybe you get to go to MegaCon with me and just do all kinds of things when you get older, and Grandpa will just take you everywhere. God willing, I live long enough to experience my grandchildren as much as I prayed to God that I can. And of course the Queen in all her glory, that's up at the hospital. She's a special one, just as much as my Hudson and my little Lily, who I'm going up to see this Friday. So it's kind of just it's a time of the year that I really look forward to. We've got her, and as you know, she was born on the 19th. My daughter was born on the 19th, Catherine. I was born on the 19th. Kind of weird how life works itself out. And, for me, I hope you all get to experience that moment right there, where you just have that moment where it's just, it's okay. Life's good, and I've lived a good one, and I'm just thrilled. And I mean, what more can I say? They're home now. I'm blessed. Now to update you on a couple of things. Okay, those of you that have been waiting for some miniature market gift certificates, please bear with me. With everything that is going on, with them being in and out of the hospital, things have just been completely chaotic. Also, I have 7 packages to go out for people. I promise you I will get them out this week. I am sorry, but I gotta call family first for once. Okay, I've done the best I can, and I got a bunch of stuff out today, some big stuff, and then I've got some small stuff, some painted stuff. Michael, who was a little snotty, but that's okay. He's got it coming. I forgot some figures, and I've just got some things to go out. Trust me, people will be taken care of. Okay. And then of course I'm leaving this Friday. I'm going to go see my grandchildren for a few days. I'm going to see my grandson, my granddaughter. I'm going to spend a few days with them, and then from there go to Gen Con. Then from Gen Con come home, and then I promise you this, there are going to be some big changes. I just don't think a video a day really does this channel any good. I think too much of me is just too much of me, and we don't grow any faster for it. It doesn't make a difference, and as I told you, I don't care. The reason why there were so many videos was I have so much to say, and I don't even know if I can scale back, but I was kind of going to leave things up to you guys a bit, and I'll look in the comments to see if I'm just going to kind of not so much take a step back, but I think doing a couple of live. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Doing a couple live videos a week, I think, is fair. Wednesdays are going to be paint day. I'm going to paint something on a Wednesday because also that night I'm painting on Board Game Geek, which is something that Aldi and I worked out, and I thought it went really well. Of course, it's kind of hard painting that huge monstrosity. If you haven't seen it, that Cthulhu thing is huge, and it's kind of the wrong thing to start off with. And of course, last week with them in the hospital, it didn't make things any easier. And I'm not getting the things done that I wanted to. Then I want to do something, a board game, a war game, or whatever on the weekend. But I'll do it at my leisure. Maybe I'll do it during the week. Maybe I'll do it on the weekend. But I think just keeping videos to Monday, a Rob look at that. Maybe Thursday, my top 10. And then always keeping War and Pieces, and maybe one more video in there. I just don't think I need to do something 7 days a week. And I do that. We'll see what I think, because I know I'm going to come back from Gen Con with 1,000 games and go, oh my God, I want to show you everything. I was thrilled to show you guys, and I don't know if a lot of you saw this beastie boy. Defense Grid. I kind of threw a little paint on it, got it to the table, had a lot of fun with it yesterday. It was helping me take my mind off things a bit, and it was good for me, and it was nice to bring it to the table, and I had a lot of fun. And like I said, really if you guys got a chance to pick that up, please do. Parks. If you're not seeing that video, it goes back up tomorrow. I guess there was a moratorium on it. They just sent me the game with nothing in it. And I went, okay, what's this? And I looked at it, and it was real pretty. And then I go, oh, I want to play this. And I looked at it, and I go, this is interesting. And I played it and made a video on it. And whoop, I put it up. And I sent them a copy because I finally got a thing saying, hey, make sure you tell everybody that all those things, part of the proceeds are going to the national parks, which I thought it was awesome, and that they use all those 59 national parks, 59 or something, that art from there, and I thought, wow, that's an amazing thing, because it brought back so many memories for me, and it was such a beautiful thing, and I just it really worked for me. Tim Norris. You're somebody, matter of fact, I want to have Tim Norris when we get back from Gen Con. Tim, if you get a chance, I'd like to have you on before they get rid of Google, whatever the heck it is, because I do like a interview thing, and just you and I shoot the shit for an hour, because you're very much like me. You really say what's on your mind, and you're not afraid to do it, and I think if we both got together, we can get ourselves in a whole bunch of trouble and basically just piss off everybody. You know what I mean, bro? Come on, let's just do it. Because we don't care what anybody thinks. And that's the most important thing, is don't give a crap what anybody thinks. Just be yourself. Say what you think. Believe in what you believe in. But also, you know something? It does better to be kind to people. Be good to people. Help people. But the ones that don't deserve to be helped, don't help them. Parks looks really nice, says Battle Cry. Syed, how are you, my friend? Kevin Smith, how are you? You're considering picking up? Yeah, it's a good game. Zeblik, how are you? MK Games. Busy, having a great time. Loving ESP with the family. All right, cool. Casey, how are you? Mark, I already said hi to you. And I think that's everybody. Killer Rabbit. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to stop talking about Killer Rabbit, because if anybody has helped my son as much as anybody, and has really bonded and had a friendship with him, and he lives all the way in the Netherlands, I believe it's the Netherlands, and has been a huge supporter of my son. You sound bummed out, brother. Oh, no, Tim, I am just tired. I'm tired. We've had like I've spent the last half hour talking. All the trials and tribulations that bring this grandchild into the world, and worrying about my daughter-in-law who has cystic fibrosis and all the things with it, and it's been draining, and I've been drained. But I think I don't know if you just popped in. Norway, close enough. Sorry, I always get mixed up. Well, Wallace, what's up, my brother? Happy to join you in chat sometime. That'd be great. That'd be cool. But no, not bummed out. I'm relieved. I think I feel more relaxed. It's been a long battle with her, and I'm just happy she's fine. The baby's fine. If you guys have been around the channel, the ups and downs of daily life and so forth and so on, and just we always pull back. We always pull back that curtain and let you in and let you know. I actually sent a package to you. Also, nothing much, just for fun. We'll be there in the end of the week. Thank you, my brother. Sorry I missed all that. Yeah, I went on a preach for the last 25 minutes. Watch it back, because I'm preaching the good gospel, my man. Sorry I missed all that. Hope all gets better. Yeah, it's good. And looking forward to seeing you in person at Gen Con. I'm looking forward to seeing you too, my brother. Gen Con. This is my farewell Gen Con. I'll tell you why. I even told my wife, the amount of travel I did this year was just way too much. With everything going on, it drained me, and I'm going to pick and choose. And I think Gen Con is nice and all to get some of the stuff before anybody else can, but it's overcrowded. It's a giant shit show, to be honest with you, because let's be honest, it's all the flash and the glitz, and it's becoming kind of like E3 in a lot of ways, because you're seeing more people demoing stuff that is coming out 2 years from now than people actually showing you what's going to come out this year. I don't care about 2 years from now. All I care about is what can I get this year, what's coming out this year, and what can I get my little greedy hands on and show you guys. Plus, I like walking around showing you guys the whole convention. Gatorade, nectar of life. Origins better than Gen Con. I agree with you, because I enjoyed Origins more. Now, I wish more people would go to it, but now Origins, the people that run it are being kind of kooky. They're gonna, the problem with this business, and this is me just being off the cuff, the problem with this business is one of the things that people don't realize. The bigger it gets, the more greed there is. And then when there's greed, and I'm talking conventions, I'm talking everybody involved, okay? It eventually implodes on itself. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's records, video games, this, that, the other. The bigger something gets, the more the greed and the more chances of the implosion. Okay, it's happened throughout years. How many times did video games crash? Look at the record business now. Does it even exist? The music business, the payola scandals. Something you guys should check out a podcast. It's actually one of the most interesting things you'll ever listen to. And if you have a long trip like I do each and every day, you need to check out American Scandal. Check it out. I guarantee you, listen to a couple episodes, you'll say, Rob, you were dead on, and I'm going to listen to every episode. And it's amazing because it talks about so many different scandals from the music business to crime syndicates to the Hare Krishna murders and all, just breaking all these things down, and they do a wonderful job, and I really highly suggest it. We love you, buddy. Hang in there. I'm fine. I'm just tired. You have to forgive me. I'm tired, but when I tell you, I am good. I am good. I moved Brook City painting till I get back from Gen Con, because right after that I want to do a live play. But I also want to take these next 2 days to spend with my granddaughter, and then we got to finish that monstrosity painting. So we're going to do, I want to make sure I finish that up before we go to Gen Con. Wish I can make it. Oh boy, that moved pretty quick. Sorry, I missed all that. Okay, I got that. Can't wait for Gen Con, says the Wallace. Well, I hope I get to see you, my friend. Wish I can make it. Wish I could. Would go to BGG Con, but no tickets. Oh, it's sold out. Hi, Rob. Hope all is well. Just watched your video about Gaslands. Looks good. Yeah, boy, when I first saw that, I go, oh, it's Car Wars. Boy, did I make a mistake. But I retracted that in another video. And then I really read this book this time, and I said I'd never make that mistake again. Just glance through things. We all make mistakes. We all do things. Sometimes, you just got to be man enough to stand up and take the hits and keep moving forward. But Gaslands Unlimited is just cool. You need to go to play.com next year. Yeah, so I could beat you into the ground, Steve Tower. You and that boss of yours, your buddy there, Keith Avalon. Never got a call from him. Let me tell you something. When Top Pro Wrestling comes back, August 10th, all of you, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember who got an invitation to go to play.con. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to try to be nice because my granddaughter came home. So, Steve, I'm going to be nice to you today. Steve's a good guy. UK Expo, when? Andy, I don't know. If I do that, then that's the only convention I do next year. You'll be able to pre-order parks through Keymaster soon. Yes, that's very true. I wouldn't recommend Essen if you dislike Gen Con. It's not that I dislike Gen Con if I have to. I would cut that one because I'd rather have a time where I can meet people and talk to people and spend time with people instead of getting bull rushed by people. It's just I think it's, there's people there that are really, you got a lot of independent people, and I want to bring those to light this year. I'm really going to take some time, and you may not see videos from me from all the bigger guys. I'm going to focus on the little guys because they got something to say. They got skin in the game there. That's a big nut to crack, going to Indianapolis and hawking your wares. Okay, big guys. Hey, it hurts the pocketbook, but not as much as the little guy. So we're really gonna show you some gems this year, and I am going to do the best I can in the time I have from BGG to film to get it up online quickly so you guys can see all those little guys. Mike Fitzgerald says hi. He was the best. We were at Origins. I'll tell this story real quick because I told it to Steve. He got a kick out of it. And I didn't think the guy knew me worth an atom, and we were getting things ready, and he was getting ready to go up, and he came over and he shook my hand, and he goes, Rob, I really like your painting videos. And I'm like, whoa, Mike, I mean, you're like the man. And I told him how much I admire his games. That baseball highlights is like ridiculous, and then the football one I can't wait to try out. So I tell him, a guy that really loves your game is a friend of mine, Steve Tower. Yes, it's a little kayfabe there, but he's a great guy. You guys got to talk to him. He goes, I'm going to see Steve at play.com. I go, oh, that's awesome. I go, him and I have been working together doing this wrestling angle. And I go, I'm going to give you a little secret. He goes, yeah. I go, this week we're going to attack Keith Avalon. And he goes, good, he needs it. I hope you guys beat him half to death. And then he walks off. And I thought it was the funniest thing. He got a good kick out of it. It all fits in the Face of the Mat wrestling game. So if you guys followed Steve's channel, you'll see that we attempted, I and my group attempted to assassinate basically Keith, because he doesn't realize that we're a bigger channel than Steve. But that, you got to watch it. It's a whole storyline. Second for Origins, Gen Con for playing games. Okay, Dave, I could see that. At Mark Livergood, if you get Tabletop Network badge, it includes a BGG Con badge, and it gets you into the hotel block too. Pete Shirley, I am painting my big monstrosity now because of your inspiration, bro. Well, Pete, you know I love you. And Pete was the very first person that got a picture of Emery Grace. And because Pete knows how much he means to me and how much I love him and how much he is like a brother to me. We've seen some nasty blank recently with ego and greed in board gaming. Oh, yeah. Everybody thinks they're special. What they don't realize is that anybody can pick up a camera. Well, I got one around here somewhere. Yeah, you could pick up a tripod. You could pick up a camera. Okay. You could put it in front of you like this. Click the button. Sign up. Take this game right here. The Fence Grid. Talk about it in the camera. Film it. Edit it. Start your own YouTube channel. Have some t-shirts printed up. Have a coffee cup make. And guess what? You're a reviewer. It's as easy as that. I think you get what I'm saying. We're not that important. We're just a bunch of idiots that get in front of a camera and talk about games. You're right, Rob. Remember how big baseball cards were? Oh, God, yeah. I remember those days. And then that market crashed. Kind of making a comeback. Everything makes a comeback eventually. You're brave for painting it, Pete. Mine stained my table somehow, and I haven't even painted it. Ooh, that's weird. How did that happen, Barbara? Helen says thanks. Hold on, let me see. If the package for kids needs to wait, it's cool. I understand. Glad you guys are doing better now that Emery is here. Yes, a lot. Yep. Look for diamonds in the rough. Yeah, see? You know what? You and I should go around together and we could film it together. That would be fun. And we both can maybe put our opinion on some tape. We'll make a couple for your channel. We'll make a couple for my channel. I think that'd be fun. I like Tim. I watch a lot of Tim's videos. Tim is a very smart guy. What I want to know is why you disappeared for a while. But we can talk about that when you come up. Because I'll tell you something. I always admired, first of all, when you see Tim's channel, you see how much he loves his kids, and I admire that in somebody. The way he interacts with his wife and his family and just, there's a passion there, and that hit home for me. That moves me, and then to see how passionate he is about games and his opinions and the things that he believes in and how he'll stand for it at any cost. I admire him very much, and I'm looking forward to meeting him and becoming good friends with him. And because I think we'll be like peas and carrots. You could trust me on that one. I think the market's getting flooded. Yeah, but you know something? Enjoy it now. I love your hidden and clearance gems coverage. It's part of why I started watching your channel. Well, thank you, Helen. Remember to hit that thumb, says Larissa. Larissa always working. Gotta love her. That's a girl that someday I got to get to and give her a big hug for everything that she's done and everything she's meant to me. Helen, I hug you all the time. The MIG Wolf Gaming. Sup, Granddad. It's good to be a grandfather. It's the most rewarding thing you can be. But, you know, the good thing about being a grandfather is now you get to sit there and do this and just smile a lot. Because when the kids are running around throwing things and stuff like that, Grandpa don't have to say anything. You could just watch Dad and his wife run around, yell, and just sit back and smile. And then have him look at you and go, yeah, Dad, I know. Julio says, congratulations, Robin family. Thank you so much. Godzilla lover. Another person that means the world to me. There are people, like I always say, that I turn on this camera and will do it until my hands and my eyes and my hearing are gone and I just can't do it anymore. And just saying, hey, you know, that's it. Maybe and go off into the sunset with my boots on and not say a word about it and not make a big grandiose bullshit about it. Jodo Loden. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that. Good afternoon, all, he says. Taking a year and a half off was therapeutic for me. I have a whole new outlook on the industry. Oh, and I can't wait to hear it, my man. Can't wait. Godzilla Lover says, hi, Wolf. After further review, Rob, there was a TOP/AFR off t-shirt citing t-shirt citing at play.con. Nice. But I want all the glory. My brother, you can have all the glory. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with soaking in the glory. Tim, you can have all the glory. No clue how it stained it. All I can think of is that there was some residue on the giant mini. That's a weird one. Mark Livergood says, I'm glad Tim's back. I think we're all glad he's back. Nice Defense Grid video. Glad you liked the game. I'm running Defense Grid events at Gen Con. To anyone who is welcome to stop on by and check it out. Let me know where you're running it, and I'll make sure I let everybody know where, what room and everything. Really show off this game, and make sure you get it at Miniature Market, my boys. Love those guys. I want my hug. You'll get it, Larissa. Prepare for lack of oxygen. Ha ha ha. And you too, Wonder Twin. Yeah, the Wonder Twins. They are my Wonder Twins. So happy baby and new mom are well. I'm going to show you guys for those of you that are just popping in, let me show you pictures once again. There is little Emery. There she is in all her... Look at the little pouty lip. She is a beauty, and I am blessed beyond words. I'm just so thankful. And I'm thankful for all of your support. I'm thankful for everybody that has signed up, and contribute to the YouTube channel and chosen to be, taking memberships in the channel. I'm thankful for all of your support and just watching. I can't thank you enough for everything that you guys do for this channel. I couldn't do it without you. And then, yeah, there's Grandpa. There's Grandpa. Look at that little monkey. Look at all that hair. She is a gift. Every baby's a gift. It brings so much happiness into people's lives. Man, I'm looking old, but that's all right. Age with grace. Age with grace. Don't know how many years I have on this planet, but I'm going to make every one of them count. I'll tell you that much. And of course, yeah, there she is, the queen of all reality, as we know her on the channel. And you know, you can't call her grandma. You have to call her Gigi. She is something else. But and then in the back there's my other daughter. So you're seeing 3 generations of my family there. Let's see. Joe Doe will get you there. Okay, Raw anniversary episode tonight. Hope it's going to be awesome. I hope so, Julio. Oh my God, how adorable. She is beautiful. Congratulations. Thank you. Great to have a grandchild nearby. Yeah, it is. But it's worth the flight to go see the other 2. That's for sure. Oh man, that baby is super cute, man. Congratulations. Thank you, Tim. It means a lot. Thank you. Stadium Field Blue 7. Stadium Field Blue 8. All right, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to make sure I see you. Cujo Painting. Thank you, my brother. Godzilla Lover. Thank you. And let's show her. I am so excited. My nibblings are an hour away for 2 weeks and then 5 hours away for a couple of years. All right, Helen, I'm glad to hear that. Congratulations, Grandpops. Looks like she wants to arm wrestle, and I'll let her win. So happy for you all. Thank you. Sue Park, thank you. Congratulations, Grandpa. Dutch, my man, Game Master or Game Master or Grandma. Good one, brother. Good one. Good one. Good one. So, again, just a lot going on this week. I'm going to try to live stream from my grandson's house, and him and I are going to try to play a game or two because he's got a couple of games up there, and I think that'd be funny to watch how brilliant he is. And there's another one at 5. He's so smart. He's like his father and his mother. Both of them, one microbiologist, the other one MIT student. Just brilliant, and just really, really, really smart kid. So I'm going to film a little bit over the weekend. Some of the things that we do together. We'll play some games. We'll talk some things. So you see some videos up over the weekend, and leading into Gen Con, and then Gen Con. You know how it is. I got a video a day every day, and then we come back. We're gonna keep it selective. Like I said, you're still gonna. I'm probably gonna not stop, but I just want the luxury of maybe just a day or two to not have any videos. It gives you guys a little breath of fresh air to catch up, and gives me a little time to just go down the street and spend some time, maybe plan things out, maybe have a little more fresher content. Not that I'm just happy with what I'm doing, and that's. Because it's not the cult of the new. It's not the newest thing on the planet. I just play what I want to play. I show you what I want to play. I review. I don't even review. I look at things that I want to look at. And I paint what I want, except for Pete's stuff. I have tons of... My whole life will be painting Pete's stuff because he's my brother. Oof. Hans. Hi. You all. First time live in chat. Congratulations, Rob and family. Hans, thank you so much. We're so happy to have you here. It is a blessing to have you, my good friend. Thank you. And of course, the girls, welcome everybody. I am so blessed on this channel to have the people and the support system that I do. I can't thank enough for Neutral, all the work that he does on BGG, the girls and Tina, all the work that they do. And just all of you. I really am. Thanks. Always watch the show, but only a day or so later. That's okay. You're watching. Isn't that the most important thing? And I thank you for just being here. It really means a lot. Let's think. So here's what we're going to try to do this week. Tomorrow, because I'm leaving it open. I may just play something, or I may fit in a painting video. Maybe we will do Brook City, but I want to push it off just in case I go and get caught up with the granddaughter. Wednesday, we're painting that monstrosity. 2 shows. One here, one on BGG on Twitch. Yeah, there we go, Twitch. Thanks. Always watch the show, but only a day or so later. Tomorrow, I might even stream on Twitch. I don't know. I have free reigns to the Board Game Geek kingdom, and I can do whatever I like. And Aldi allowed me that. Let me tell you another thing. All right, start sending those letters to Gamma. Aldi belongs in the Hall of Fame. Aldi belongs in the Hall of Fame. No questions asked. He should be the first in there. He belongs in the Hall of Fame. He should be inducted next year. They need to put Scott Alden in the Hall of Fame for all his work on BGG. There is nothing that BGG does not touch. Board Game Geek touches everything. Every single channel, everything. My channel, Tim's channel, the bigger channels, Rodney's channels. Anybody that wants to look up information, send a letter. Let's get Scott Alden into the Hall of Fame. I think I am going to start a movement at Gen Con. Scott Alden. I'm going to buy. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a T-shirt made. Scott Alden in the Hall of Fame. Boom. And I'm going to wear it 5 days so it smells like old shoe. Maybe you don't want to meet me, Tim. Let's see. Your family's first, and that's how it should be. We understand. Listen, I'm just saying, I'm opening the door to give myself a little bit of breather here and there, but don't expect me to be. I'm not burnt out. I'm not done with it. I'm not finished with it. You know, my eyesight's going, my hands are going, my hearing's going. Like I said, next August we'll take a look. If I feel good enough, we'll go another year. And then we'll take another look. And then we'll go another year and take another look. D-Van, congratulations, Rob and Stino, true alpha dads. Thank you for that. And it does mean a lot to me. I really admire my son. He is what I saw. And the things that we had a conversation, there are some things that are private. And I can't pull the curtain back on everything. But he truly said some things to me that made all those years so worthwhile. He's a good man, and I'm very proud of him. And he just has a lot of fun. He's a kook. That's all I can say. And he has a wonderful, wonderful wife. Amanda, I love that girl more than I can ever say. And she is my daughter through and through. Not a daughter-in-law. She is my daughter, and I will take care of her and protect her as well. Rob says he will slow down. That means that we will only have 3 weeks of videos in the lineup. Yeah, exactly. You know, the thought's there. Slow down, enjoy life a little bit. You know, because my wife's always telling me, why don't you slow down? You don't have to make a video a day. But I always have something to say. There's always something going, spinning in there. And that's such a good feeling to have, that you want to show and you want to do and you want to express all these wonderful, wonderful things. I don't know what to tell you. Oh my God, I think I bored you guys for an entire hour now because it's going up on 1 hour. Boy, I can talk. Whew. Oh, well, what do we got here? We need to leave in about 15 minutes, so she's telling me to shut up and get off the thing. So, with that said, we are going to go have dinner with my grandbaby and my son's mother-in-law. Yeah, I think that's what. I don't know what she is to me. She really is a sweetheart. She really is. And she made meatballs and cheese raviolis. Now we all know how much I love pasta. But I'm going to eat a lot of meatballs. Make them in a sandwich, put them in a wrap. You know, throw a little cheese on them. I like cheese raviolis, though. I don't like pasta. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Here comes Gabby. Gabby, come here. Come on, girl. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Come on. Come on. Up, up, up. Come on. Come on. Come on. The shepherd. The shepherd. I love this dog. Ugh. Mwah. Now go. She always comes out to let me know. She comes out, licks me for about 2 seconds, and then poof, she's gone. So we got about 5 minutes left. Let's see. Do you have any questions? Tim says, have an awesome evening, man. I will, Tim, and thank you for coming by. It's good to have you here. I really mean that. And, you know something? There's a lot of great things we can do together. I think we can have a lot of fun. I really like everything you do and stuff like that. I think we could just have fun. And if you guys are not subscribed to Tim Norris, go over to his channel, check it out. It's awesome. You're not going to be disappointed. Am I getting yelled at even further? Oh, no. It just beeped again because I didn't do it. Okay, sure, whatever. And if you're not subscribed here, subscribe. How old is Gabby? Gabby will be 5 in October. Oh, I love that girl. Love that girl. And then Bella, you know, what a little sweetheart she is. Puggers, and let's not forget about Abigail. Remember Cthulhu Kitty? She's still doing well. She just stays with my daughter. She stays in that room. All right. We'll open up to a couple questions, and if we don't have any questions, I'm going to call it. We've got plenty of things to check out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Can you contact me at Nights? Oh, okay, there you go. Helen asks, how old is Gabby? We answered that. Sister-in-law once removed. Oh, okay. Oh, she becomes a sister-in-law? Okay. My sister-in-law once removed. Okay, that's giving me a headache. I don't know. There was something else I wanted to show you guys. We'll save it. We'll save it. All right, listen. As I always tell you all, I love you all. I really do. You guys mean the world to me. Smash the like button. Smash the subscription button. If you have 5 accounts, subscribe. Use every one of them. Okay? Let's make it look like we're relevant. Just for fun. The other thing is, be good to everyone. Oh, no question here, but look forward to seeing you at Gen Con. Well, I look forward to seeing you, my brother. Make sure you stop by the BGG booth, or if you notice me, which you can get lost in the sea, hey, if you see me, just come say hi. Hinted at Berkeley he should let you paint one of his new dice towers. Okay, I'll do that for you. Glad to hear that everyone is home. Have a great day, everyone, says Jeff Thompson. Okay, so anyways, be kind to someone. Be good to someone, because not only is it going to make you feel good, it's going to make that person feel good. And I think that's one of the most important gifts in the world. And remember this, and I really mean this with all my heart, okay? That, you know, it's easy to throw the word love around, but love doesn't have a definition unless the people around you define it. And I want you to really think about it, because it is defined by the people around you. Most of all, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world, and you all are my world. And I thank you each and every time I come on here. Thank you so much for all you do and all you mean to me. I love you all. Have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm supposed to hang here for a second because Helen says, Rob, hang here for a second because you cut yourself off every minute.